Okay, welcome to our team call, everyone. I am super excited about this call. I know it's Mother's Day. I'm just looking for the date for the recording. It's Sunday, May 13th. So welcome to our call. I just realized I still have my swimsuit on. FYI, if you have a pool in your backyard, this is acceptable attire all summer. So probably I'll be wearing it every call. Anyway, we're going to be posting some events. There are lots of events like this summer, boot camps, like one-day events, lots of things going on. So pay attention in our distributor page because we're going to be sharing a lot of stuff there. Those people who live in around Kansas at all, there's lots of awesome, exciting things coming up. So anybody can check your virtual office, but we'll also be posting some stuff there. So just be ready for that. So, okay, I am going to start this thing. Happy Mother's Day. And we spent, a day out at the pool, obviously. But now it's okay for me to come in here and get away from my kids for a while. So I really wanted to do this call, and I know, I've had a couple conversations with a few people who I know are going to share as well, and then we want to open it up for other people to share. My vision for this call is for us, everyone on here who is a mom or who's thinking about becoming a mom or, who has a mom role in their life, just to understand how powerful what we're doing is and what we're doing for other people, but that our kids see it and how powerful it becomes in their lives as well. To be honest with you guys, when I started this business before I had a child. So my kids have grown up in this business. And there was a long time, like 4 years of my life, that I thought I was putting my family first. I thought I was putting my kids first by just like basically saying no to anything that interfered with family time, because I truly in my mind believed that was putting my family first. And the moment that I decided that I needed to try to build this as a business, and for a second when I thought I was actually not putting my family first, it turned into the trajectory that my entire family's future took in that one simple decision. It still blows my mind. And to be honest with you guys, like I need to see gallery view here, because if I hadn't made that decision, I think maybe only 2 of you would even be here. Maybe not even that. Audrey, is Ashley James on the call? Like seriously, if I hadn't decided that I want to do something with this, or that it's okay to actually explore this business, and it is actually putting my family first when I'm doing this, none of y'all would be here, and that's so sad to think that I wouldn't have this in my life. So I think that's really important to understand, first of all, that when we do something like this, and when we become game changers and change people's lives, that we are giving our kids this vision for what they can do, and really, helping them see us as well as leaders. So I'm going to give you a quick story, and then I'm going to have some other people share. I want to hear from you guys, anybody who wants to, how this being part of our team or this mission, the company, this business, how being part of this has changed you as a mother, how it has impacted your children, or how it has impacted how you parent, or how it has changed your view on whatever it is that you want to share. And I'll tell you one story. Some of you have heard this, like 2 years ago now, when Cash was 6. So he's 8 now. So when he was 6, one night, and I was putting him to bed, and he was in the phase of trying to figure out what he wanted to do with his life, because all 6-year-olds have to know that. And, his question to me was, well, Mommy, what's something else, another job like yours that you can travel whenever you want and hang out with your friends and homeschool your kids and help people. Like, he had 4 things and he just rallied them off. Like, that's what he thought I did. Travel a lot, hang out with my friends, homeschool my kids, and help people. That is his job description of what I do as a 6-year-old. And, you know, of course I told him nothing. And so I don't think there is anything, Cash. And, you know, he said, well, if I do that, then do I have to be on stage like you are? And I said, not if you don't want to. And so he said, okay, I think I can do that then. Or that's what I want to do then. So as a 6-year-old, to be able to, you know, to see that and see what I do, I think is really cool. And then actually this is, I'm going to have Rachel here share something in just a second too, because this is hilarious. Just today, my now 6-year-old Cole, this tells you what involving your kids can do as well. My kids are involved with every step of what I do. Like, I've never tried to I did in the beginning, but I've never tried to separate anymore. My Juice Plus business and my family. It is all one thing. My kids, as you all know, go with me to most of events. You know, they're all over the place. They're in and out of the calls, whatever. And some other, you know, because of that, they get to build these awesome friendships that they wouldn't have either. You know, they spend a lot of time with other Juice Plus kids around the country. You know, they have Juice Plus friends all over the country, but, you know, within our own team too. You know, Rachel has had to gets to bring her kids to a lot of the events, you know, the Kansas City events, and where, you know, we do what we have to do, but because our kids are at all those events and at conferences together and that stuff, you know, they really get to know each other. And so my 6-year-old, and Rachel's 12-year-old, you know, to that. And just this afternoon, Cole's begging me to ask if Aiden can come to his birthday party, you know, whatever a 12-year-old wants to do. And so I was like, well, I will box her and see, okay? And he said, well, will she be on the qualifiers call tonight? Because you could just ask her on the qualifiers call. So the fact that he even, like, he's involved with the business as a 6-year-old, he knows when my calls are, and he knows because he feels part of it. So I think that is really important as well. Your family, your kids are part of this. And so Rachel, I know that, you know, we talked a little bit about this. Do you want to share a little bit about involving your kids?
Yes, thank you. And you can see them in the background here. So unlike Allie, I'm not getting a break from mine for 30 minutes. No, it's okay. They wanted to listen. So, all right. So when I joined this group, when I met AJ, I previously had been a single mom and was used to working a ton of hours. And then I got married and I didn't have to work as much. So I became this like stay-at-home mom, basically, that just drove them around everywhere. And that's where I thought my identity was. But I wasn't, obviously that's not terribly, I mean, it's great. I love doing it. But for me personally, from going from a bedside nurse to like doing nothing during the day, I had no idea that I was even missing any sort of identity. And so after I found this group, when they just obviously, you know, when we welcome you in, they just loved on me and supported me. And then I thought, oh my God, I could really do something with this and be fulfilled in my own personal life, plus still, you know, shuffle them around and be their free Uber driver every day. So it was just, I had no idea I was missing it, but now I can't imagine my life being different than this now. Like Allie said, her kids go everywhere. Obviously mine have to come most of the time with me to events and stuff. And just today we were planning something for when I get back from Florida. I said, you're gonna have to come Thursday night, and they're all excited to go do an event with me. So just hearing them hear our winning language, obviously that's not something I really grew up with, and they didn't up until this point either, but just to know they can win big. They went to conference to see AJ on stage, and so I had to wear my headband again tonight, but they would have never seen something like that or even, you know what's possible. So I just wanted to show you that Karis wrote this on the top of my plan. This is my Juice Plus calendar strip. You will be SSC. I found that one day. So they just know the levels, and, you know, Aiden's all excited to sign up when he's 18, and he already has his NMD song picked out, so he's halfway there. But anyway, I just love it. I love it that it's something that all of you guys have supported, that they come along with me, because obviously in my other career they couldn't, and you just welcome all of us in, and it's a culture unlike anything you could ever be a part of, especially as a woman. You know, you don't find that a lot. So thank you.
Awesome, Rachel. And I'll go next if that's all right. Oh, there I am. Hello. Man, that made me really emotional to hear Allie talk about, that we wouldn't be on this call if it wasn't for her, making that decision. And honestly, I don't think I would be here physically because I struggled so much. That's the severity of the postpartum issues that I dealt with. And, Juice Plus came into my life the month before I got pregnant with my youngest son. And we spent that time not knowing, what the future held for us because everyone told us that it was going to be so much worse than the first time. And I thought I barely made it out alive the first time. So having these products and this community just to teach me how to, stay positive and to take care of myself. And I was able to, have this awesome pregnancy and absolutely no postpartum issues. And just having that experience as a new mom, being able to enjoy having my little baby and not experiencing that was just huge. And so then from there, just again, this personal development that this business offers is just amazing, and it has completely changed my thinking, the way that I speak to myself, the way that I speak to my kids. And I think the biggest thing is just teaching me that I can own my struggle and just see it as a part of my journey, not something that defines me, and being open about it and taking a hard situation and using it to help others and to bring good in the world. And I don't know if there's anything better than that as a mother, to know that it doesn't stress me out as much when I see them have struggles, because I just think, oh, this is just something that adds to your journey and makes you stronger. And, we use it to help more people. And it's just, I just can't say enough about what this business and this community has done for me. And it's just given us so many options. And now, instead of my kids just growing up hearing us say, oh yeah, we're here because, it's good enough and this is, what life brought us, we're planning our life of what we really want. And we've learned to dream big again. And we're including our kids in that and teaching them that you really can dream big and make your dreams come true. And what a great thing as a mom to just be able to be that example and to have them see, me talk about my struggle and see how strong I am, and that I really am having this amazing life and just paying it forward. So I love all of you guys, and I'm so thankful for all of you.
I'll go after Lisa here just because she said, ugh, and I wish I would have gone before Lisa. I tried to keep it together, but now I'm going to get emotional just because, just like Allie said, a lot of us wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her making a decision for herself and her family. And, I wouldn't have met Lisa, and I wouldn't have become so close with so many other people. But she said, they're making their dreams come true. And a lot of my story and my struggle with sending the girls to daycare. And because of this, I'm staying at home and I'm seeing that dream come true. And if it wasn't for Allie, because I told Allie no multiple times, I was content just getting my $80 check and didn't think that I could do something because, I saw what Allie was doing, and I didn't believe that I could do it. And that's just another thing that this has given me is it's given me confidence. And as a mom, that's obviously something, especially to two little girls, that's something that, sorry, I'm going to say this without bawling. That's something that I want them to have. I want them to have confidence in themselves. And I was definitely not in a place in my life to be able to show them, that I'm strong and that I can do things. And there was a family up on stage at conference, and there were some little girls, and I was just thinking about them. And at the same exact time that I was thinking about them, I got a message from Allie. And she said, I can see you with your girls up there. And just people like Allie and all of you just 100% believing in me has really helped me believe in myself. And then, you know, as a mom, to show my little girls, you know, how to be strong and how to believe in themselves and how to dream big and how to win, you know, everything Rachel said and everything Lisa said. So just really showing me who I can be and helping me show the girls who they truly can be. So leave it up to me to ball. I love you all.
That's awesome. Now nobody wants to follow Kayla. Who else wants to go? AJ, are you going?
I guess. You know, following a crier, Lisa started it. Kayla definitely. Woo! Okay. So, I know, kind of like Kayla, I feel like you guys all know a bit of our stories, but, you know, when we moved to Lawrence, I had a really hard decision to make, and I've always been a worker. I'm a worker. Like, I've such an incredible employee. Anybody would be so happy to have me, blessed to have me, right? But I didn't know my self-worth. Oh, Kayla, why? And I didn't think I could do this business. I really didn't. And then Stephanie passed away, and it wasn't about me anymore. I felt so much passion behind this to pay it forward to so many other people, that I would be doing her a disservice, her girls a disservice, whom I adore. And that would be selfish. And so I got to take this on as our job, my job. I say job. I don't know what else to call it because it's not a job. I don't know what else to call it. But at that time, I got to choose mom care for the first time in Mason's whole life. And that's so sad but happy to say, because when he was 6 weeks old, he had to go to daycare. 6 weeks. I was a disaster still. Lisa talks about postpartum. I probably didn't have what she was going through, but I would put lotion on my arm so I could smell my baby because it had only been 6 weeks. And when I got to choose mom care instead of daycare, and we took a huge pay cut for me to stay home, guys, but I'll tell you what, taking that big pay cut made me so hungry to stay with my kid. And I got to be with him a whole year, just him and I, while I worked this business. That is time I'm never, ever going to get back, because then he goes off to school. I'm not a total superwoman like Allie who homeschools. Let's just say that's for certain individuals, not for me. But I just have to say that when we asked him what his favorite part of conference was, and he did a lot of cool stuff behind the scenes, you know, we did the conference stuff. He kind of hung out with his grandparents and his dad. And when he told me that his favorite part was standing on stage with mommy, and I was like, you know, that's a proud moment I will have for the rest of my life. And I want that for all of you guys, to have your babies look at you while you tell your truth in front of everyone. That's something nobody can take away from me. And I'm so blessed to have had that opportunity. And I'm so grateful for Allie not giving up on me after I told her no. Yes, I did. And then really loving on me enough to know when to push and when not to push, because I did not want this business at first. I was too cool. But she was a dream keeper for me, just like we are for all of you guys. You guys all have big dreams, and we'll hold those dreams for you and that vision until you're ready. Just like Lisa, when she was ready, I know Allie was her dream keeper for sure. You know, we will do that for all of you guys until you're ready. But just know those littles, they're watching you, and they want to see their mommies do big things, because it's for other kids and other mommies who are going to do big things too. So I wasn't even going to talk tonight. Okay, somebody else gets to go.
Who else wants to share?
I'll share.
I see. Okay, hold on. Robin, I see you. And then Sarah. Robin and then Sarah.
Okay. So I really wasn't planning on talking. You might be able to tell by how I look, but I just wanted to say that definitely when I signed on to do this business, I had no idea what I was doing. And I did it because I trusted Rachel and I knew we'd get to hang out more. And so that was my whole reason for doing it. But just today, my 7-year-old gave me a book that he made at school for Mother's Day. And in this book, it said things that he likes about his mom and, you know, things I say and things like that. And it was all about telling him to do his best and being a good example and eating his fruits and vegetables. And what was my favorite food? It was spinach. And what do I like to watch? It was Juice Plus videos. And what do I like to do? It was hang out with my Juice Plus friends. And that's all really true, but it wouldn't have been without this opportunity in this business. And I just was reflecting this morning on the fact that I've been an oncology nurse for 18 years, and it's only been in the last year and a half that I've felt really confident in being able to direct patients and families in ways that they can actually help maybe prevent this disease or prevent a second cancer occurrence, because I just simply didn't know before. Not only did I not know, I wasn't living a lifestyle to model for them either. So this has changed my life in so many ways, but it's also directly impacting the lives of the hundreds of patients I see every month. And that's a huge deal, you guys. Like, you're all building me up and educating me and helping me to actually make the difference I've always wanted to make. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you.
That is really freaking awesome. Sarah, you want to go?
Yeah, I was totally not planning on talking either. Yeah, it's when Robin talked about what your mother's from Mother's Day, my 8-year-old gave me it's actually right here. But he said, what's your favorite activity to do together is eating healthy. And that is a direct correlation to the fact that Juice Plus is in my life. Like, he sees it. My youngest, even though he's stubborn as all get out, sees it as well. And I am making an impact on them. Like, my dad and my sister died with sudden cardiac arrest. Like, it's in my family. It can totally happen. But we're making steps to change, and this community is something. I was talking about a kiddo. Well, at least he brings strawberries. Just a second, buddy. But this community is something I needed more than I even realized. Like, the positivity, and actually even Lisa, while we were sitting in the airport, she's like, I think you need the community more than you need like the business. And the business for sure. But just being at conference, I'm so glad that I was able to go and be built up by all of you. And I'm just going to stop before I have a little freak out over here. So.
Okay, is there anybody else? I have one more person who's going to go last. Is there anybody else who wants to share? No? Okay. Well, I'm going to let Jess go last because I know this is an impactful call and some tears, so we need some other things too. But guys, really, like, I just want you to understand how powerful this is as moms, because it's Mother's Day, because we're celebrating this. Like, understand what you're doing. And what you're showing your kids, what you're modeling for your kids, and surrounding them. Like, we get to, choose who we work with, which obviously we have the best team ever. And surrounding our kids with those types of people and that type of energy, like, that is so important to me. And letting all of our kids, just grow up watching that it's really, really important. So I love you all. I am so glad that I did choose to make Juice Plus more of a priority along with my family, about 4 years ago, because of that, we now have this amazing team. And so I love you all. And I just hope you guys have an awesome Mother's Day. And I'm going to let Jess Schumann go last here and share a little something.
Okay. Well, guys, I just wanted to share it with you. A few of you know, a few of you found out at conference from the way I was acting and behaving, but I am pregnant with I'm assuming a beautiful Juice Plus baby to be. According to the app, it is the size of a large plum this week. But this business, these products have completely changed my whole outlook on life. I grew up with like small town mindset, not very much of a dreamer, anything like that. I was told that you have to go to work, you work your 8 to 5 job, your kids go to daycare, that's just what's expected. I grew up with a mom, I love her to death, but she worked herself to the bone. Like, she was up and gone before we even got out of bed, and then she wasn't home till 7 because she worked 2 to 3 hours away as a Head Start director for Northwest Kansas. So she missed out on a lot of my childhood. Like, she was at every single sporting event, but she wasn't there for like the little things. And that's one thing I don't want. I don't want to miss anything with Littlefoot. That's what we're calling it right now until we find out what it is. I don't want to miss out on Littlefoot's life, like any part of it. I told Jared before we were even pregnant, I was like, I'm not sending my kid to daycare. I'm not working at the gym. I'm not doing any of that. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm going to work this Juice Plus business. And I know it can happen because Allie made it happen. Kayla made it happen. Audrey made it happen. Like, everyone that's so close to me is making it happen, and I know I can do it. You all have inspired me so much, just being the last 2.5 years of just like seeing all these badass moms make a difference, and their kids are so involved. And that's what I want for my future baby, is just to be so involved. Oh, I have goosebumps. So involved, and like want to get on and do live things and just show off their knowledge with health and just be at conferences. I want my baby to see me walk out across the stage, and this has given me the opportunity to dream again. And I am so thankful for all of you. You all are like my family, and thank you for being such badass moms who inspire me every single day. I love all your posts, and I could not wait for my little family to start being a part of that badassery. I promise I won't say badassery around my child, but yeah, I just wanted to share with you all that there's another Juice Plus baby on the way, due in November. So a little turkey day, baby.
Yay! We are so excited. This is the perfect call for you to make this announcement to our whole family. And it's not even like total public knowledge yet. So she's sharing it here with us because we are family. So I have nothing to say following all of that you guys just said. Really, truly, like, awesome call. And I'm so proud of all of you and everything that you're doing for your families. So I'm going to